It started 3 weeks ago. The first time I dreamed of her face again. I can't explain it. The dream felt more like a memory, a ghost from a life I never lived. In the dream, there's always mist and cherry blossoms falling like silent snow. And then I see her, a girl no older than 18 and possibly delicate, walking through the fog holding a small, bright red umbrella. Her voice is soft like a whisper carried on the wind. "You remembered me, didn't you?" she asks, but I don't. I don't know who she is. "Who are you?" I ask, my voice sounding distant, muffled by the dream. She just smiles, this haunting mix of warmth and sadness that sends a shiver down my spine. "Someone you once promised never to forget." She reaches for me, her fingers pale and slender. I hesitate, but something pulls me toward her. The moment our skin touches, the world shatters. There's a scream, the sound of breaking glass, and the dream just burns away into blinding white light. I always wake up the same way, drenched in sweat, my heart hammering against my ribs, and then my phone buzzes. A news alert. Local woman found dead after mysterious fall. I look at the picture, and my blood runs cold. It's a woman I saw just yesterday at the cafe. A stranger, the dream, the timing. It can't be a coincidence. I'd mentioned the dreams to my friend, Maya, that same day at the cafe. "You look tired, Daniel," she'd said. "Still having those strange dreams?" I told her about the Japanese girl, how she felt too real. Maya just laughed it off. "You and your dreams. Maybe it's just guilt catching up." I tried to smile, but then I saw it outside the window, leaning against the wall in the rain. A red umbrella, just like the one in my dream. 5 dreams, 5 deaths. And every time she appears a little closer, a little clearer. I started keeping a notebook, sketching her face from memory, marking the locations of the deaths on a map. They're all connected, somehow, to me. To her. One night, sorting through old boxes, I found it. A faded photograph from the 80s. A girl in a Japanese school uniform, her eyes staring right through the camera. It was her, Aiko. The photo was dated 1987. How's that possible? The next dream was different. It was terrifying. The gentle mist was gone, replaced by a howling wind and a flooded street. Neon signs in Japanese reflected on the dark, swirling water. Aiko was there, standing in the middle of it all, her eyes glistening with tears. "You were supposed to save me," she cried, her voice cracking. "Save you from what?" I yelled over the storm. She reached for me again, but this time her fingers were stained with blood. From dying. Again, the sound of a thunderclap merged with the blare of a train horn, and her voice dissolved into static. I had to know if she was real. I went to the old city library, digging through dusty microfilms and yellowed newspapers. It took hours, but I found it. A headline from March 12th, 1987. "Teen girl found dead after train collision." And there, in the grainy black and white photo, was Aiko's face. She was real. She died over 30 years ago. That night, my apartment felt different, colder. My laptop screen flickered on by itself. Static hissed from the speakers, and then a reflection appeared on the dark screen. It was her, faint like a ghost in the machine. "You promised to dream of me," she whispered, her voice a digital echo. "So I wouldn't disappear." I had to ask, "Why are people dying?" Her image glitched. Because love should never have crossed time. The lights in the room began to flicker violently, and the walls seemed to pulse, like a giant, frantic heartbeat. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to end it. I lit candles, sat on the floor, and closed my eyes, focusing all my will on one thought. "If I dream again," I whispered into the silence, "let it be the last time." And then I was there. In a field of red umbrellas under a gray sky, Aiko stood in the center, her eyes glowing with a soft, ethereal light. "You came back," she said. "Tell me how to stop this," I pleaded. Tears streamed down her face. Then you must stop dreaming of me. She stepped forward and took my face in her hands. The world started to fade. Wait, please don't go. I cried out, trying to hold on to her. She gave me one last faint smile. You already saved me. She leaned in and kissed my forehead. Everything went white. The next morning, the apartment was silent. The notebook lay open on the desk, the candles burned down to wax puddles. I was asleep, finally at peace. My phone buzzed one last time with a news alert. Writer Daniel Reyes found dead in sleep. Mysterious circumstances. On the desk, leaning against the wall, was a single small red umbrella. He dreamed of me. And for the first time, I didn't have to die alone. If this story gave you chills, do me a favor and hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think really happened between Daniel and Aiko. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories where love meets the impossible. And remember, be careful who you dream about tonight.